Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. Allow me introduce myself. Okay, my name is Mega Rifandia Sahra, and I am here with my friends from Group 3. They are Jelita Dityas Megawati, Prilia Aprilia, Fatia Aulia, and Freza Atar Iswaldi. Okay, now we are going to explain about the type of communication. First, we are explain about verbal communication, and second, about nonverbal communication. And then, if you have any question, you can ask at the end of presentation. Okay, with regard to our presentation, please don't be noisy and focus listening to the material. Okay, the first material will be presented by Jelita Dityas Megawati.
Okay, thank you, Mega. Now, I'm going to present about verbal communication. In general, verbal communication is communication in the form of spoken or written. An example is the use of words. The verbal communication is a type of oral communication wherein the message is transmitted through the spoken words. Here, the sender gives word to his feelings, thoughts, ideas, and opinions, and express them in the form of speech, discussion, presentation, and conversation. 4 types of verbal communication. Number 1, intrapersonal communication. This form of communication is extremely private and restricted to ourselves. It includes the silent conversation we have with ourselves, wherein we jungle rules between the sender and receiver who are processing our thought and action. For the second number, will present by Fatia.
Thank you, Jelita. Now I'm going to present the second number. This interpersonal communication, this form of communication takes place between two individuals and is to one-to conversation. Here, due to individual impaired will swap their roles of sender and governing in order to communication in clearer manner. Small communication. This type of communication can take place only when there are more than two people employed. Here, the number of people is small enough to allow each participant to interact and conversation with the rest. Press conference, board meeting, and team meeting are explained of group communication. For public communication, this type of communication takes place when individuals address a large community of people. Electric campaign public speech, an example of the type of communication. In subsets, there is really a single sender of information and several who are being addressed. That is for me. For the next material will be explained by Prilly.
Okay, thank you, Fatia, for the next materials. I'm going to explain about communication nonverbal. Communication nonverbal is a communication process that uses body language. A substantial portion of our communication is nonverbal. Experts have found that every day we respond to thousands of nonverbal cues and behaviors, including postures, facial expression, eye gaze, gesture, and tone of voice. From our handshakes to our hairstyles, nonverbal details reveal who we are and impact how we relate to other people. Next, 9 types of communication nonverbal. Number 1, facial expression. Facial expression are responsible for a huge proportion of nonverbal communication. Consider how much information can be conveyed with a smile or a frown. The look on a person's face is often the first thing we see, even before we hear what they have to say. Number 2, gestures. Deliberate movement and signals are an important way to communicate, meaning without words. Common gestures include waving, pointing, and using fingers to indicate numeric amounts. Number 3, paralinguistic. Paralinguistic refers to vocal communication that is separate from actual language. This includes factors such as tone of voice, loudness, inflection, and pitch. Okay, for the next point will be present by Fraser.
Thank you, Prilly. Now I'm going to present about the text number. Number 4, body language. Posture and movement can also convey a great deal of information. For research on grown significantly since the 1970s, but popular media have focused on the overinterpretation of defensive posture, arm crossing, and leg crossing, especially after publishing Julius Fast's book Body Language. Number 5, proxemics are personal space. The amount of distance we need and the amount of space we perceive as belonging to us is influenced by a number of factors, including social norms, cultural expectation, situational factor, personality characteristic, and level of familiarity. Number 6, eye gaze. The eye play an important role in non-verbal communication, and such things as looking, staring, and blinking are important non-verbal behavior. When people encounter people or things that they like, the rate of blinking increase and pupils dilate. Number 7, haptic touch. Communicating through touch is another important non-verbal behavior. There has been a substantial amount of research on the importance of touch in infancy and early childhood. Number 8, appearance. Our choice of color, clothing, hairstyle, and other factors affecting appearance are also considered a means of nonverbal communication. Number 9, artifacts. Objects and images are also tools that can be used to communicate nonverbally. This is the last part of presentation. I will return to the moderator.
Okay, so that is brief explanation of verbal and nonverbal communication. Are there any questions? Okay, Putri Dea.
Okay, thank you. What are examples of non-verbal communication artifacts?
Okay, Dea, thank you for the question. The example of artifact communication is an online forum. You make select an avatar to present your identity online and to communicate information about who you are, the thing you like. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Putri Dea, for your question. And our conclusion in this presentation is that communication is divided into two, namely, first, verbal communication. Verbal communication is a type of oral communication in which messages are conveyed through spoken words, and nonverbal communication in the communication process that use body language. Okay, I would like to bring this presentation to a close with this interesting quote from Joseph Summerfield. We take communication for granted because we do it so frequently, but it's actually a complex process. Okay, and that brings us to the end. Okay, thank you so much for your time and attention, guys. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.